Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Did you know I went on a road trip recently? You might have seen the short where I had a little bright green hat and said, hubby's taking me to a yarn store that I've never been to. Well, you knew I was going to take a couple pictures, you know? I mean, I'm not like in everyone's face, but yeah, I took some pictures. I did. I went to a brand new yarn store to me, and you know what? I didn't realize it is a literal brand new yarn store. They had only been open for 2 months, and this is in Ogallala, Nebraska. Wow. I just love to say that name. Why not, right? So in Nebraska, we went to this cute little yarn store. Hubby took me, and I think it's like 30 miles, 30 minutes or whatever outside of Colorado, right? So that was the first stop. Oh, we went to 6 yarn stores, but that was the first one in Nebraska that we went to, and it was very enjoyable. They are just getting in all of their yarns, so they don't have a huge amount of yarn yet, but they've got space for it. What they do have is a massive friendly attitude and just so wonderfully welcoming. You've got with my husband petting their dog, their mascot and everything, you know, it's like, okay, dog's really friendly, come pet the dog, right? So we had to pet the puppy. They've got the dog there. They've got so many wonderful things. My husband's over there looking at books. Yeah, I got my husband in these. I didn't get him in pictures on the other yarn stores, but in this one, I snapped some pictures of my hubby. I did, right? So I really enjoyed that, just walking him around and looking at all the different things. And of course I got some stuff. They had a smattering yarn. Well, not really smattering. They had a nice selection of yarn, and they also had, you know, the lotions and stuff, how your fingers dry out. I think I'm not the only one who's talked about it with I use a lot of wool yarn, and it just really sucks the moisture out of your hands, and if you're not replacing it, ooh, you're gonna regret that. So I picked up some, some lanolin, some lavender scented lanolin, which I'm all for, right? And some lip balm. I'm really big into those. And of course I had to get some yarn in a pattern. We got hubby all over the store, right? Showing all the pictures and things that he's standing in front of. So he was my little muse. I was just chasing him around taking pictures. I mean, let's just face it. But it was pretty wonderful. I did have the option to sign up for their newsletter, and I did. And I can tell you honestly, they have the most classes that I have ever seen any local yarn store put on. They are doing massive community outreach. They want their store, tons of room. They want their store to be the community center, and they are working on it. They have a teen camp where they're working on those woobles. You've probably seen the commercials, right? The little tiny critters like that and everything, helping children, teens, adults, right, learn how to crochet. So she's got that going on with the woobles this weekend. Right now, actually the 19th through the 21st of September, they've got I think it's the Ogallala Indian Summer Rendezvous. Okay, well, I have not done a rendezvous in over 20 years since we moved to Colorado. My hubby and I used to do those. We used to take the kids to them. We did Indian reenactments, and if I can think about it, I might find an old picture and put that here of that was us, right? That was mom, dad, 3 kids. So it's a long time ago. But they've got the reenactment, and during this time period, during the rendezvous, they have, I think it's black, orange, red, white yarns are 20% off. So they do have online stores. You can contact them on that. If you're looking at 20% off right now, there you have it. If you like those colors, right? But I was very impressed with their massive outreach and, the whole community as far as that goes. And to have been in the business for just 2 months, I thought they were doing fantastic. So I'm going to show you I've got the picture of all the stuff, right? Just sitting there. But I also have is individual showing I got the lanolin cream. This is lavender for dry, cracked, or callous skin. Hello. I mean, I've got that on my thumb. Oh my gosh, it is what it is. It's like Velcro skin, it's like, oh, it is what it is. This is Sheepish Grinds, naturally crafted skincare. And it says 100% certified pure solid lanolin and lavender essential oil. So that is what, you know, it's got the cute little sheep on it. There's a little sticker. I don't remember how much it was. I have used some of it. You know, I was using that on the trip. Need to put some more on. Definitely really happy with that. I mean, you know, if you get that, and I don't have dry skin everywhere, I just have it right here on the thumb because, well, you know, guess what's really messing with the yarn constantly? So it never has a chance to heal. And then I haven't opened this one yet, but I also got the lavender mint lip balm that they had. I like getting all these little things. I'm not the only one, right? You know, I'll get the lotion soaps, or not soaps, but the lotion bars and use those. And I have to keep those away from the grandkids because if they come in the room and they see one, they open it and then it's theirs. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I've had those before and I keep them and I use them and I put them back in the container and they look like something that you would be willing to use again. When the kids get a hold of them, ugh. No, it's not a sharing thing. It's covered in hair and lint and gross and nasty. So they've gotten quite a few of the lotion bars because Nana doesn't want them back after they touch them. They're not supposed to get into them, but you know, they're kids. So I do have these, and it's nice to have the extra lip balms around because, you know, they'll get into that too. At least they're not eating it like they used to. You know, the younger kids and everything, they get the lip balm, they're like chowing it like candy. Yeah, I know I did it too. And then the other stuff you saw earlier in the picture and everything, the zombie cat. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. They had this on display, so I had to get the yarn that was sitting right next to it, right? I have to make a zombie cat with this yarn. I do. And it was so cute. I did go on Ravelry after the fact, and there's like 20 some odd of these with different colors and everything else with the zombie cat, just different coordinations. We know how that goes. We're creative people. So the one that was in the store, they used this, and the person who made it color controlled. So they just cut the colors and they used the colors that they wanted to when they wanted to. They didn't just let it happen. Okay, I'm good with that. But this is Cascade Yarns Cherub Aran prints. I've not used it before, so this will be my first time using this. It is a number 4 medium weight yarn. It is 55% nylon, 45% acrylic, 240 yards. Machine wash, warm, tumble dry. Cascade Yarns from Seattle, Washington. Family owned since 1987. It's the year I graduated high school. Let's see. Yeah, using US size 7 or 8 will get you I don't know, what, 18 to 20 stitches in the 4 inches on US 7 to 8s. Using an H to a J crochet hook will get you 12 to 15 stitches for that same 4 inches. I'm going to make the zombie cat. I really don't care what my stitches per inches are. I will use an appropriate hook to make sure that the stitches, or you can't see the stuffing through it when I get done. That's there. So yeah, I got, I was just gonna get the pattern and the yarn, you know, all right, my own kit, right? Because at this point I hadn't finished my green hat when I got this, so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna buy my own kit and everything. I brought crochet hooks with me and everything else. And then while I was doing that, I saw all this stuff. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't get more. They have candles. They had like nice candles and the different scents and everything else like that. They had a lot of the pampering things. You saw the emotional support chicken that they had. They had different books. It was really nice. It's wonderful to go, if you get the chance, to go and travel the countryside, so to speak, leave your town, check out other areas. And that's what we were doing, is just checking out other areas. But I planned the road trip. So we ended up going to 6 yarn stores in Nebraska. So I planned that one. I don't know where we're going to end up going next, but I thought that was so much fun to do that. I mean, what direction next? I mean, it took a few days. It did, but it was so very enjoyable. If you find yourself traveling, I highly recommend going to Eccentric Lamb Fiber Arts. And it is so funny because they've got the acronym on their stuff, E.L.F.A. I'm like, what is E.L.F.A? What's an E.L.F.A? They're E.L.F.A events. That's the Eccentric Lamb Fiber Arts events that they have going on. But if you find yourself anywhere near, I would highly recommend take a little bit of a break, do a little excursion, check out this tiny little town, and enjoy some wonderful, wonderful women that will craft and show you and give you great hospitality, show you everything that they have, give you great hospitality. If you have a chance, they have social knitting, social crocheting, join them. My husband was not that gracious. He's like, woman, I've had enough. He was in these pictures. The other stores he wasn't. The last store, he was not a happy camper. He's like, I was patient for the first 4 or 5, but that 6th one, he was done. I had to beg him. We were 2 miles from the 6th store, and he's like, no, I'm not going. And he was about ready to do a U-turn. I'm like, please, it's literally 2 miles. He was so done. So you get him in this picture and this one where he's so happy, and he's like, ooh, road trip, I'm all refreshed. We've barely gotten anywhere. We're good, you know? So it's just kind of funny. So that is it. That is the Eccentric Lamb Fiber Arts in Nebraska. Definitely. And you know, I've got no affiliation, obviously, but if you get a chance, if you're doing a road trip like we were doing, if you're going to be going through Nebraska, check it out. It's all I'm saying. I mean, you're going to have to stop and go to the bathroom anyway. They had a nice bathroom, just saying. You know, you're going to have to stop anyway. You might as well. I mean, there's yarn. There's yarn, right? And I'm pretty sure they'll be getting more and more yarn as time goes by. But what they don't have right now in the massive stock, because they've only been open for 2 months, they make up for in massive hospitality, community outreach, and the classes, both knit and crochet, and teaching young and old the fiber arts. And isn't that what we all love? Yeah. It is. I would have stayed there all day long, but we had another yarn store to go to. So I'll be telling you about that one next time. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.